Hello again, welcome back to Clues by Sam. Today is the 18th of January 2026 and we are here with a second hard difficulty puzzle in a row. Let's see if we can avoid making the same sort of mistakes as we did yesterday. Let's have a go. Olive is one of two innocents below Ike. Terry is clearly the second, so Zavi must be a criminal. Exactly one innocent in column B is neighbouring Celia, so one of these is innocent. There's an odd number of criminals above Rose, so there's one here, this would be two, so Karen must be innocent. There's an odd number of innocents neighbouring Alice, one must be a criminal. Exactly two of the three innocents in column B are Rose's neighbours. So that means that Rose is here, two neighbours in column B must both be innocent. There's a third innocent there, which means Rose must be a criminal. There's an odd number of innocents neighbouring Bruce. Okay. So that's going to be one or three. It's hard to say exactly which right now. Larry is one of Freya's 5 innocent neighbours. So Larry is innocent. Karen is innocent, so there's 2 there. And then we've got 3 more. Again, hard to make a judgment so far. There's an equal number of criminals in rows 1 and 5. So row 5 we have 1 criminal, possibly 2 or 3. Row 1 we have absolutely no information at all. There's an odd number of innocents neighbouring Bruce, and then Freya has 5 innocent neighbours. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And an odd number is the same Bruce, so we've got it should be 1 or 3. So if that's 5 innocents neighbouring, odd number of innocents neighbouring Bruce, 5 innocent neighbours of Freya. So that's could be 3. Okay, so it could be that all 3 of these are innocent. And then Bruce is a criminal, Freya is innocent. But actually, that's not possible. So it can't be that all 3 of these are innocent. Because if all 3 of them were innocent and Freya is a criminal, Bruce is innocent, then we've already got 6 innocents around Freya, which is not possible. So it's not innocent, guilty, innocent, innocent. Could it still be 3 innocents surrounding Bruce? Let's go with green, green, and then for sake of argument, green could be either of any 2 of those 3 is fine. So we have 3 innocents, then Hazel is a criminal. Freya, Bruce has to be a criminal because Freya is innocent. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then Jose would have to be innocent. So that's possible. That's a possible world. Okay, and then if we clear that out, if we go with Bruce has 1 innocent neighbour. Again, it doesn't matter who, we will just say it's Alice for the sake of argument. Celia, Hazel, criminal. Freya is criminal, Bruce is innocent. Then Jose would also be innocent. I mean, that doesn't rule anything out, I think. And if we go for the world where Freya is the only innocent neighbour, Yeah, okay, so it can't be that Freya is the only innocent neighbor because we run out too quickly. Freya will only have 3 left and she needs to have 5. So it can't be that Freya is the only innocent neighbor. It can't be that Freya is the only innocent neighbor, and I think it also can't be that Freya is the only criminal neighbor. Yeah, because we run out. So there's definitely 3 innocents surrounding Bruce. No. One. No. So it can be 1 plus Bruce, and then Jose, or it can be 3. It feels like there's too many options there. I feel like there must be some other approach I'm missing. So let's just back up to the clues we've got. Odd number of criminals above Rose, it's 1. 2 innocents below Ike. 1 innocent in column B neighbouring Celia. Equal number of criminals in row 1 and 5. So if there's an equal number of criminals in row 1 and 5, we know that there's at least 1 innocent and at least 1 criminal, so it's got to be 1, 2, or 3. So if, for example, we say all 3 of these are criminals and Donald is innocent, then Freya, that can't be the case because obviously Freya runs out of innocent neighbours. So it's 3 innocents surrounding Freya, which might be 2 of Alice, Celia, and Hazel, and either Bruce or Jose. Or it could be 1 of Alice, Bruce, and Jose. So if Jose's a criminal, then we have 2 innocents, which means there's 3 innocents left in this set. So if there's 3 innocents left in this set of 4, then there's only 1 criminal in this set of 4. can't be Bruce, because then all three of those would be innocent, and also Freya, which is an even number of innocents. If it's any of the others, then Bruce has two innocent neighbors, is himself innocent. Freya must be criminal too. Okay, so Jose has to be innocent. That took longer than it should have done. Hopefully that will get us somewhere. There's an odd number of criminals to the left of Donald. Well, we know that there's 1, 2, or 3. An odd number of criminals to the left of Donald. Again, I don't think it can be that there's 3 criminals. Yeah, it can't be that there's 3 criminals here. Because if it's 3 criminals here, then innocent, we still don't have enough. So it has to be that there is 1 criminal to the left of Donald. So one of these 3 is criminal. If it's Bruce, then Alice, Freya, Celia, innocent, Hazel, criminal. That's fine. If it's any of the others, then Bruce and Celia, innocent, Freya, criminal. Hazel would have to be innocent. Yeah, so we know that there's 1 criminal in here. We don't know what Donald is yet, but if that means there is at most 1. There's either 1 or 2 criminals in this row, which means there's 1 or 2 criminals in this row. So I'm just gonna say that both of these, at least one of these is innocent, and it could be both. I don't think that tells us very much useful right now, but one criminal in here. Oh, yeah, that's. Am I just an idiot? Yeah. So if there's 1 criminal in here, which we know that there must be, 2 innocents. Freya has 5 innocent neighbors. Hazel is definitely a criminal. So Bruce now has. Could be all innocent, or it could be 1 criminal in here. So 2 innocent. If Bruce is a criminal, these 2 are innocent, this one's innocent, that's fine. If Bruce is innocent, one of these is criminal. And then Freya has to be criminal as well. Yeah, so that's all. Both of those are fine. Exactly 4 of the 10 innocents on the edges are Steve's neighbors. 1, 2, 3, and a 4th. So there we go. 10 innocents on the edges. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 3 innocents left between Donald, Ike, Penny, and Uma, but I don't think that tells us anything useful. 10 innocents on the edges. Odd number of innocents neighbouring Bruce. Freya's 5 innocent neighbours. So there's 2 innocents in here. If one of them is Bruce, then yeah, that's just 1 innocent. And if neither of them is Bruce, then that's 3 innocents, so that's fine. Either way, at least one of these 2 is innocent for sure. Equal number of criminals in rows 1 and 5. Which doesn't necessarily mean... Does it necessarily mean that Donald and Uma are the same? I feel like it probably doesn't. So 2 innocents in here, 1 criminal. No, I think it does, actually. I think these two both have to be the same. Because we have 2 innocents and a criminal, we have 2 innocents and a criminal, which means that this one is the same as this one by definition. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then a 10th. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I think Uma and Donald have to both actually be innocent, because otherwise, because they both have to be the same, if they're both criminals, then that means that there's only at most 9 innocents left around the edges, and we need there to be a 10th. So there has to be, they both have to be innocent. Ike and Penny, one of them is innocent, because you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and a 10th. So, what did we just get, Uma? 2 of Eli's neighbours on the edges are innocent. Eli is here. We have 1, and then 1 of these 2, which means that Alice and Freya are going to be the same, and Bruce is going to be different. Does that mean that we can say Celia? So, if Bruce is innocent, Celia is innocent, and these 2 are criminals. If Bruce is a criminal, Alice is... I think Celia has to be innocent now. Yes. There's an equal number of innocents in columns B and D. We have 3, maybe 4 in D. 1, 2... Definitely 3 in B. Which means that Ike is a criminal, which means Penny is innocent. There are more innocents in row 1 than row 4. We have 3 innocents in row 1, which means we have 2 innocents in row 4. Exactly 1 person in column A has exactly 4 innocent neighbours. That's Penny, 1, 2, 3, 4. So Eli, in order to not have 4 innocent neighbours, Freya and Alice need to be criminals. And we're done. Okay, that took some work. No clues, which I'm happy about. No mistakes, happy about. Less than 18 minutes. Obviously, we could have done much better there. We took a long time to work out Bruce's and Freya's neighbours, which I should have been able to do that faster. But there we go. We did it. Thank you very much for watching. Please let me know if you have any questions or comments. I will be back tomorrow. Have a good day.